Yeah, I want to hear
Not
my
that
co.
not that often used though. I would just recommend sticking to AU.
Oh,
Start with AU, to be
interesting.
honest. Alternate universe.
Oh.
You'll be surprised with what you find.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. Time travel, what's it called? Harry Potter AUs, high school AUs, I don't know, like penguin AUs.
Doing
Office
AU.
AU is a very it started popping off when millennials started entering the workforce. That one
When it
was good.
started working.
Yeah.
Office
That one took over the
romance.
high school. I remember that one.
Oh, that's interesting.
It hit hard.
There's definitely a
'Cause,
lot more
why wasn't
animes
the
about.
office as fun as
Yeah,
that, you know?
there's so much more about like office love in the anime space now, or at least in the last couple of years.
Problem is it always ends up the same, you know? It's the boss and the secretary and they start getting along and then boom, a scandal. A HR involved.
No, somebody gets moved. That somebody gets moved, they get sent to a different division. They get sent to a different part of the country.
Oh,
They
that was
try to make it
merciful. That
work.
was merciful.
Yeah, they try to make it work, but then they realize the distance is too great, and then life gets in the way, and then the relationship just fall. Sorry, I'm writing.
Pop off. Go write your fan fiction.
Hmm. Okay, I think from the sounds of it, both Professor and Gugu are writers in their own self-respecting right. Can you share one tag that is actually attached to your written work before?
I
Like,
have it right here.
yeah,
I
what
mean,
what tag would you have used? That I guess for you, Google, you can't use fluff. Professor,
ah,
you cannot use angst. One tag that is actually associated to with your works. Please, somebody
I
say "Dead dove do not eat." I think it's still the funniest tag I've ever heard in my life.
you're asking the fluff person, dead dove do not eat?
I
That
don't
can't
know.
be.
I still don't really understand what that means, but I think you
I
just
have a
mentioned it was
lot of
"It is what you get" or something.
I've got a lot of romance.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be
Hey!
romance. Like I'm gonna be real here. I've not read a single fanfic that doesn't have romance in it.
Yeah. And
Oh.
writing romance. Yeah, why not?
Hmm.
That's what I would. That's what most of my stuff have as a tag.
I see, I see. Does this inspire you to conclude at least one of your four open works, Professor? Does this give you some sort of
I say that
motivation?
every year. Every year. This will be the year. And this year is already coming to an end, and I haven't started. Um, what sucks is I'm not sure if any of you use fanfiction. I made the mistake of trusting fanfiction's document system. I didn't realize it only holds onto it for like 2 months or whatever. So some stuff from like 10 years ago is lost completely.
Oh
Oh,
no.
So I have to
oh
write it from memory,
no.
which I don't think I remember very well. Yeah,
Hot dog. Hmm.
it's a I will. When? Who knows?
On your deathbed.
You have to experience the angst, I guess, to really conclude it. Is that what you're waiting for, Professor? You need to experience it so you can really write it from a first person authority. Is that what we're waiting for?
I
Hmm.
don't know. Waiting for something. I know
Okay.
there's probably one reader that's going to be happy to see some activity.
I mean, if you want to share it with the class, Professor, we can bump that number up. We can all be waiting for your
Over
next
my
work.
dead body. Yeah, it's a weird moment of social media. I would say Tumblr. It's part of why I find it hard to get into modern social media. It's the weird thing where you want to be seen, but not to be seen at the same time. It's easier to be seen by strangers than by people you know.
So you'd rather, yeah, you want a level of separation
Yeah.
for your personal life. I think it's 25. We have a word for that, Professor. I think it's called VTubers. So you can be if you really want to, Professor.
And dangle technology. That'll be on my time. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. The district doesn't pay much.
Mm.
Might have to look into a new field.
Yeah, I think it won't be a bad idea, Professor, if you ever decided to get into it. I know you are a pretty good gamer, aren't you, Professor?
Oh no, no, no. I
Well,
mean,
that's
I'm
fine
better than
if you
a
don't.
game journalist, but not a very high bar. Not a very high bar, kids. Um, it's gonna be
Mhm.
pretty painful. The main issue is when I play games, my mind goes silent, which is why I like games. But
Mm.
I don't become very entertaining when I'm playing games.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
no,
yeah, that
that's
does
all
bring me
right.
to my final slide, if you
Mm.
please.
Sure, sure, sure. Oh, right. Ooh. Dum, 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 dum. It is on. We have the word legacy.
Yeah, so legacy. Just quickly, what has Tumblr left us with? So, uh, this is for the Zoomers. If you're in chat somehow, if you're wondering why that 20-something-year-old just keeps liking to respond to everything with a GIF, probably because they used to be on Tumblr. Um, it just became so easy, and because of how much everyone made a GIF for every single possible emotion, it was just so easy. So GIF reacts became our language, and it lives on outside of Tumblr.
Mm.
Um, Fandom culture is now kind of more open and more in the mainstream, and it's part of also why Tumblr is not as popular as it used to be. Because I mean, you can just most fandoms anyway, you can
Mm.
share about it on your main, you know,
The
with your real
degens have
face, your
moved on
real
to
social
Twitter.
provider ID, yeah, on Twitter and all that. Maybe some of the niche stuff you'll come back to Tumblr for, but I mean, times have changed since the 2010s.
Mm.
You can talk about anime in public now, and no one's going to judge you for it. That's new.
Oh, that's
Um,
right.
What
Yeah,
a
that's part of
weird
the
you can
big
buy
Disney
anime
reason.
merch
website.
from a shopping mall. You didn't have to go through some dodgy PayPal website. Um, and also with it's easy to say all these kids, but people of all ages really are kind of getting into this concept of there's really no need to be anonymous anymore.
Mm.
Um,
Yes. Everyone wants to
so
plaster everything
Tumblr,
online.
yeah, the appeal of Tumblr is kind of getting lost. People want clout, so people beat their chests and share their fandom out proud on TikTok and everything. There's no need to hide anymore. Um,
Hmm.
so
Which is
in a sad way, Tumblr is not going to really be the same. But I am kind of glad I was there. I was here.
that's really interesting, Professor, because I guess you're right. I never really took the time to stop and think because yeah, back then there was like this whole movement of never post your name, never show your face online, right? Like this was such a big prevailing um like lesson or things that just not to do
Mhm.
online. Whereas yeah, today people want to get out or get ahead of the curve or whatever. They want to know or make sure that they're this or they're that. Um, but yeah, I guess that's it's just the landscape of the internet. I guess is different now from what you said. That's
Yeah,
really
very
interesting.
different. Um,
Well,
Part of that is the enduring legacy, but yeah, it's very different landscape.
how is Tumblr in 2025? Do you still use Tumblr, Professor or Gugu?
I have checked in a few times. Like I said, very different. It's not as active as before, um, and it's a lot tame in comparison.
Huh.
Um,
Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing, or is that tameness? I don't know. It's kind of beginning
I
of its
mean,
downfall.
to me, Tumblr was where you don't have to be tame. So
mm,
the fact that what I usually look for in Tumblr is no longer there. Like I haven't been to Tumblr ever since the Great Purge. Like I just haven't been interested in going
you're a
back.
refugee.
Mm.
So where did you go? Yeah, what happened? I mean, all of these people got
I
dispersed.
just went to AO3 and stayed in AO3.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
a
was
lot of
really.
people focused on the more specific sites, like Avery,
Ah,
just stick there. Some people prefer like going to Reddit. Um,
Reddit. Okay.
interesting place to be. Twitter is another one. Yeah, it's kind of weird. People have all moved all over the shop. It's a very different place. I mean, if you still want to be on Tumblr, it's not saying it's like completely dead. It's just very different. It's a
Oh,
very different place.
that's really interesting. I mean, I would probably say, I mean, maybe as somebody who don't use Twitter, has Twitter relatively stayed the same within the last like 10 years, or forever how long it's been
Well, I mean,
around?
it's called X now, isn't it?
Well,
So it has
but
changed.
I
Hmm.
guess more of its content, like it's. I guess I don't really know what to think about Twitter. It's just whatever's breaking. That's what I think of Twitter.
The issue
There's
is, this is nothing new, but people having polarizing opinions has always been a thing. But when you
that's
had it
pretty
on Tumblr,
scary.
you were kind of in your own bubble. People rarely would see it.
Mm.
But on
And like
Twitter, now called
it,
X,
Mm.
there's a lot of fighting going on, which is not fun.
and in Tumblr, right? It's to specific fandoms, so the argument stayed
Yeah,
on topic with fandoms. But in
want to get random
X,
people involved.
yeah, you'd get randos, and then it just devolves into something else.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a bit of a hostile landscape. It's not for everyone.
It's scary,
It
scary. I
is
don't
pretty
want to
scary.
go. I,
Did either of any of your works ever gone quote unquote viral? Have you guys made a thing
no, no.
or created a gift set that
I
was
mean,
like
when
actually
I
probably many people have used or anything like that?
I'm more of a consumer. When I
Ah.
said I created stuff, it was very more so like, I don't know, less than 10 works. And this was lost to time. And
Mm.
truthfully, I'm not interested in revisiting it.
Ah. Okay.
I wouldn't say viral, but since I was quite early into the fandom, it was
Mm.
fairly popular.
Wow.
At least my first work.
Professor
Wow.
Teacher has some stature in his community.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to be seen when there's a lot less competition, but when more people showed up, you know. I did.
Hot
This
dog.
is gonna be tricky because if I say this, this will narrow it down. But I did make a game.
What?
I did go crazy. And I'm like, okay, well, if I can't
Whoa.
stand out with fanfics, what if I make a game? And I did waste a lot of time doing that. And that was
Is it out there?
decently
It
popular.
exists? There's a game out there
Oh.
with Professor Teacher's name on it. Is it so it's a fandom game?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even,
Mm.
I wouldn't even know what to
Don't worry
do.
your head about it. Don't worry about it.
Ah,
This
man.
information it will never leave this room. Right, chat?
I guess so.
That's such a different landscape. Like people can just so proudly say their fandoms now. And I guess it's a good thing, you know.
Mm.
Don't have to be ashamed of it. Yeah.
Yes, no one feel ashamed.
Hmm.
Because I remember before joining Tumblr, like when it came to playing, well, just being online or playing multiplayer games, you had to be very careful about how much you share about yourself.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? You didn't want to get I don't know, you didn't want to expose, I guess, or anything. Hmm.
I still
It's
remember there was this one game that was like kind of like an MMO.
mm.
Um, and the trick was you had to fool people into thinking you're in a different time zone. So they didn't attack you when they think you're sleeping. So you
Get
can't
auto replies
you'll know
on.
when you're active regularly, yeah, and they can
Yeah.
guess what time zone you're in. It was
Wow.
such a different era.
This just reminds me of post cats because mods are asleep. That's like the only kind of thing that sounds anything like that. Ah. Hmm. Well, Professor, were you proud of your time during during your stay? And did you wish things went differently, or you're happy with its kind of progression?
Would I have been a more successful person? You know, would I have had better career choices than being a substitute teacher here in this classroom right now? Probably, most likely. But it's hard to say I regret it.
No, that's good. That's good, Professor.
It's hard to say I regret it. I probably should have spent more time on my studies.